Midday rampage has left one woman dead and a man wounded on Queensland's Bruce Highway and has left locals on edge. What began as a multi-car crash quickly escalated into a police manhunt across Palmview and Landsborough on the Sunshine Coast. Authorities are continuing to piece together the chaos. For more, I'm joined by former Queensland Police Detective and criminologist Terry Goldsworthy. Great to have you with us again, Terry. So what do we know about the sequence of events here?
Yeah, good morning. Look, it's quite unusual. We've got two events that occurred here. One is the fatal traffic accident. The second is a series of violent carjackings that occurred after that, seemed to flow on from it. So there was an initial accident first. That has resulted now in a young woman dying. And we then had two carjackings take place. Now, allegedly in the first carjacking, one of the occupants of the vehicles was shot by the person who was in the initial accident. They then went on to carjack a second car. So, you know, this would have been a challenging scene for the police when they arrived, not only due to the nature of the accident, but then the ongoing criminal events that followed it. So I think the police are to be commended in terms of how quickly they arrested the alleged offender. But, you know, they'll still be conducting investigations today to determine what actually happened. Like, we know, why was this person armed? Why were they so desperate to get away from the initial accident?
Terry, it doesn't sound like something that happens in Australia, does it? I mean, it's a horrendous event. Our thoughts, of course, are with the victims, but also the police. How do they investigate something like this?
Yeah, look, I mean, this is an isolated incident. It's not a targeted attack or anything like that, but we have seen a 7% or thereabouts increase in the number of violent offences in Queensland, such as robberies, murders, assaults, even though the overall crime rate has remained stable but extremely high. Look, the police, when they get these things, they're facing a range of unknowns, like what has actually happened, where is the threat, where is the armed person? So they're trying to move, I guess you could say, from a low information state to a high information state very quickly. They've also got other competing priorities, such as ensuring the safety of themselves and the public, and also rendering assistance to those people who were injured from initial action, and then the person who was shot. So there would have been multiple things they would have had to do as they moved into there, and you know, that's where their command and control systems come to the fore, where you have senior officers who can direct the police resources where they need to go and ensure that you have appropriate assistance rendered, and you also have investigations undertaken with a view to rendering the community safe.
Yeah, all of those first responders doing great work as always, and again, that investigation for police, let's hope they get to the bottom of it. Thank you, Terry. Here's Nat.